Hey everyone, this is Kevin T. Rodriguez, film critic of iCritic.net, and sorry for the frazzled hair. I've actually not been feeling completely well today, but I wanted to make this video. I don't know if any of you remember this video, but I made a video about how Netflix was basically trying to scrub the fact that Kevin Spacey was in House of Cards in like the most pathetic, weird way possible, and I will link to that video below. I know the audio is a little out of sync for that one, but we're just gonna have to deal with it. I'm sorry, there was a technical glitch. And I'm glad that I got that on camera because it was just so stupid and it was so ridiculous. Well, there are signs that Netflix is starting to get over the Kevin Spacey scandal. Not enough to hire him back for House of Cards the final season, although if the final season fails as hard as I think it's going to, who knows what Netflix will do at that point. But here's the important thing. Remember how in the last video, when you looked at the thumbnail, it showed Kevin Spacey, but he was blurred out by that static, and then when you clicked on the the title, I wish I wasn't doing this when I was sick. There'd just be like the Oval Office or the desk. It was kind of avoiding Spacey. Well, here's what's interesting. Kevin Spacey has been fired from the show now. Robin Wright is officially the star of House of Cards. She is the lead, which, again, I've got mixed feelings about that because I wanted to finish it off with Spacey, but hey, you know what? They've made their choice, so let's see what a Robin Wright-led House of Cards looks like. Might be good. But look what happened. Look at that. Look at that. Kevin Spacey, front and center. I've noticed that they've made her a little above him, so maybe that's a little slam, I don't know. When you click it, let's go back. Well, they have his name there again. And there he is. Oh, there he is. So, anyway, let me mute this real quick. But yeah, they are not hiding from Kevin Spacey anymore. Now, that makes me wonder just a little bit. Had they not had a knee-jerk reaction, would we actually have a final season with Kevin Spacey? And also, what happens to the Gore biopic? I think we're going to see it at some point. I think Netflix is getting to the point, they're kind of testing the waters, where in a year or so, we will probably see Gore. And it will probably herald Spacey's big grand return. And then we will probably see the Kevin Spacey cut of all the money in the world, despite Ridley Scott's claims. And this is just what happens, folks. I know no one likes it, but, you know, Kevin Spacey has made these guys a lot of money. And Hollywood loves a redemption story. And unlike Harvey Weinstein, which had pretty damning evidence, there have been no charges against Kevin Spacey. Or most of the people. So, unfortunately, with the Me Too movement, it was probably nice while it lasted. I think it's starting to lose its grip. Because you know what? This was unthinkable. Like, they really went out of their way to pretend that Spacey was not in this show. It didn't take very long for you to figure out, like, you know, if someone started the first episode, guess what? Spacey is the first character you see. So, I don't brag about the Me Too movement losing its grip. I think it got way more out of hand than it should have. My stance has always been, I'm glad it happened, so that people could feel comfortable coming out. But it came out with such a vengeance that now to be accused meant you were guilty. And I have never agreed with that. I have never, ever, ever agreed with that. I always believe in due process. Weinstein, he still hasn't gone to court, but you know what? We found evidence. And I think he will go to jail. And in all fairness, I do think Kevin Spacey did what, you know, Anthony Rapp said he did. I have no reason to disapprove that. And if charges are brought against him and he is found guilty, then he should also go to jail. But this is where social media justice doesn't work. It's always a temporary thing. And it's never long term. So there you go. You want your proof? He's back on the thumbnail. Although, she will definitely be the front and center of it, at least until the final season. Once the final season comes out, I don't know what's going to happen at that point. Will they go back to Kevin Spacey and her? I think that would make more sense. But, I mean, because keep in mind, this controversy is not going to last forever. People do forget, and they do kind of move on. So, anyway, what do you folks think? Do you think the signal's potentially the return for Kevin Spacey, or at the very least for us to see Gore? Because Gore's finished. It's pretty much finished. I mean, I think they just got to put, like, I think they just got to, like, you know, polish it a little, but it's done. And they spent the money on it. Do you think Spacey will ever return? What do you think? I would love to know. Comment below, like, favorite, share, subscribe. If you enjoy the videos I make, consider becoming a Patreon member for as little as $1 a month. And as always, flame responsibly. Have a good one.